Hi. So I received a tip to do the Janis Joplin performance at the Monterey Jazz Festival in like 1967, I think. But I'd already done it before. So I thought what I'd do before instead, because I filmed this video a while back, 5 months ago, and I've listened to so much music since then. That was even when I was just discovering the Grateful Dead. Okay. And I remember being like, what am I watching? And I didn't even know that like Mama Cass was in the audience because I hadn't even like thought about that. I hadn't really thought about the Mamas and the Papas. But now I've done so much 60s and 70s music that I kind of want to watch me reacting to this video. And that will be this video. It's like, what are my thoughts now on Janis Joplin at the Monterey Festival? Or what are my thoughts on what I thought and what do I think differently? So it's a little bit different, but just because someone did tip me to do this video, so I want to be good on that. And I tried to contact them. I tried to find them. I tried to go through my PayPal records and I couldn't find their email address. So I don't know how to reach them. So this is what I figured I would do. Well, look, I already queued this up. Of Grateful, they were going to hijack their instruments and take the stage. Whoa. First of all, I miss summer. I miss wearing a tube top. I'm freezing now. Look how young I was 5 months ago. So hopeful, so full of life. Right, they were a bunch of druggies.
Just looking out at the rain.
As big as I can. I don't like when hair is in your face when you're singing. I think you need to pull your hair out of your face when you're singing because it's hard to see what you're saying. You know? I still agree with that.
Just looking out at the rain, like a ball and shade. Cause everything got wrong. I said people had all gone wrong. Yeah.
She just screams a lot. Whoa, look at those shoes. And again, knitted. I don't know. What would I say right now? I kind of want to rewatch it. Because I'm like, ooh, watching yourself is really uncomfortable. Okay. Let's see if I have any different thoughts. I'm eating raspberries, by the way. At least I won't sing over this one.
Just looking out at the rain. Sitting down by my window. So
what I know now is that I think Janis Joplin died at 27, like the curse of 27. And I think she dated Pigpen. And in that song of like the sound of two cats fighting or something, that was Looks Like Rain. I think that was about Janis Joplin and Pigpen fighting. And what else do I know? I think there were some drug problems. Anyway, let's keep going.
Looking out at the rain. Some came along, honey grabbed a hold on her, and it fell like a ball and shade.
No, she does well when she's doing her really loud screams. She backs away from the mic, and then she goes closer when she is in a like less powerful part of the singing.
Oh, oh, tell me why does everything go wrong? I said, people, honey, oh, go wrong, yeah. And all said, honey, tell me why what does everything go wrong? We hear you're going to D, and I want to love you. I want to love you for so long. Oh yeah. Honey, it ain't fair. Honey, it ain't fair. What do you do? I said, honey, what you doing to me? No, no, no. And I said, honey, it ain't fair. Oh, baby, it ain't fair.
You know, I'll say that, you know how usually I'm not a fan of the blues? I'd say she's so interesting because she's adding such interesting vocals to it, and she's so intense that I kind of like this blues. I think it's a really good storytelling on this one. Like I'm not like, oh my God, it's the blues, I'm so bored. I'm like, this is a lot, but I like it. It's like she's good at it. So see how much I've evolved as a person from 5 months ago, everybody. You can watch my old reaction and then watch this one and be like, oh wow, Eric has evolved. Okay.
What do you do?
Also, Big Brother and the Holding Company was just at the Guild Theater the other night, like last night, but my band had a gig too elsewhere, so I couldn't see them. But I realized, like, that's the same band. How are they all still alive except for, I mean, she died at 27. I just looked it up. The Curse of the 27s. It's crazy that, like, she was born in 1943 and died in 1970, and she was 27. 1943, she'd be like 83 years old if she was alive today. So are the people performing in the Big Brother Holding Company original, or they're all new? I mean, that's like pretty old.
Here you're gonna do. I want to love you, love you. That's all I could do. But oh God, and I want to tell you, baby, yeah. Sitting down by my window.
There's Mama Cass. She's just like, oh my God, I'm seeing Janis Joplin live, and she's so good. That's what she's saying.
Just looking out at the rain. Sitting down by my window, just looking out at the rain. Some came along, honey, grabbed a hold of her, and it felt like a ball and chain. Well, all right, here it comes the last time now. And all say, oh, honey, oh, this can't be. Well, on this can't be there. I said, no. And all say, honey, oh, this can't be. Oh,
That's how you do the blues, everybody. You have to be intense. That's real. You feel her emotional. I also read she had a tumultuous childhood and was bullied and da-da-da-da. So then she took out her expression in her art. Here's that expression coming out. Look how much I like this. Also, you know, I the first time I listen to something, I'm very skeptical because I've heard this before. It feels more comforting to me. It feels like returning to an old book. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh yes, Janis Joplin at the Monterey Pop. Yes, great performance. I've only heard it one time before. But the point is, the first time I heard this, I was like, what the F is this? Janis Joplin's yelling. I don't know what's going on. Now I'm like, all right, it's the blues, and she's doing her own interesting riffing interpretation of this melody.
And I want somebody to tell me, come on. Tell me why. What tell me why? Oh, people, tell me why love, honey, why love is like. Well, it's like a ball and in a chain.
Mama Cass was like, wow, wow, that was amazing. I like how I like how she skipped off stage like an excited little girl. That's the best. It was like so cute. See that? That was so cute. That was so cute. All right. Well, that's my reaction to Ball and Chain second video, but you should check out the one I showed you earlier parts of where I'm like, what is this stuff? What is this 60s music? What is this blues? I was very skeptical. Look how far I've come, everybody. I was just a millennial who knew nothing, and now I'm a millennial who knows a little bit more. Yeah. Well, that was a fun video to revisit, and I'm into it now. And you know what's weird? It's like this was I think 67. So she died in 70, so she would have been like 24 here. She's so young. And I'm at the age now where I'm like, oh my God, I outlived so many people. Like Jeff Buckley died young. Mozart died at 35, Janis Joplin, 27. Pigpen. All these people died before 40. So I'm like, whoa. If you've lived past 27, you should be very thankful. And then people die every year. So if you're still alive, although you may be getting older, just think about how lucky you are. Even just think like Bob Weir died at 78. That's a long, full life. No one can say 78 isn't a full life. But I think people expected him to live to 90. And there are people who live to 90 and to 98 and stuff like that. So it's like every year that you have, it's like one more gift of life. So you appreciate that more only in retrospect. I think when I was a kid, I knew Kurt Cobain died. I remember when Kurt Cobain died. I was little. It's like, Kurt Cobain died. I'm like, what? Tell me more. What happened? Isn't he that Nirvana guy? Whatever. But now that I'm older than the age that Kurt Cobain died, it's like you realize how young it really was. When I was a little kid, when you're like 8 years old or 6 years old, you don't know how young 27 is. Like that's Curse of the 27s, or like Jim Morrison died young. You don't realize how young that is until you're a little older. And I think at my age, I'm like, I still feel like I have a lot of life left, but I'm like so lucky that I've gotten to live to the age I am. And that's why I make the most of my life every day now, because, I had kids young and I missed out on a lot of life. And then I started as I got older, but then COVID happened, like right when my kids were like at an age where like maybe I could like be in a musical again, or I could have joined a band or something. Then COVID happened and the whole world shut down. And so that's why I go to all these concerts. That's why I do this channel that maybe annoys some people sometimes, or people are like, why am I watching this girl talk? It's like life is a gift, and I could either sit here and just do nothing, or I could like make the rest of my life about music. It already is about music with my teaching piano and singing, but it's nice that I get to just like listen to all this beautiful art that's been created, and I get to have people like comment on my videos and talk to each other, and they have a little community among themselves that I'm like the facilitator of. Like, it's such a cool little niche to be in, and I'm so grateful about it. I didn't even know what I was doing when I started this YouTube channel. I was just like, in fact, it all started with fish. Now, interestingly enough, I never react to fish anymore because I just go to fish. And fish reaction videos, they never took, it wasn't like, that's not what blew me up. It wasn't like fish reactions that like got my channel to my first, 1,000 subs or something. It wasn't even fish. It was like other things, it's like just me being open-minded about like learning about different music and just going with it. And now it's just like, oh, I get to listen to all this music. That's so cool. I want to listen to everything because you never know when it could be your last day. So you want to make the most and enjoy the beauty of our life here. Hopefully there's music in heaven, like the celestial angels singing. People say when they have near-death experiences that they do hear music, like they're going towards the light, they're going towards the music. So I hope when our souls live on in whatever place they go to, that there's definitely music there. But I figure that the more I listen, the more music I get to take with me once I no longer have a body. So that's just my thought I'd like to think about. So yeah, just be thankful you're here. And even though sometimes it's hard and sometimes we've lost friends, we've lost family, sometimes we're alone, and we've had difficulties and we've had things didn't go the way we planned, maybe. At least for me, I'm talking of myself, but you still have to go and make a beautiful life however you can. And even if that's just being a kind neighbor or calling an old friend or just doing something positive for the world, even if it's the tiniest thing, like picking up a can from the ground. I don't know. Like, I think those little things just make us all feel like we have a little bit of purpose. And I like the purpose that I have here on my channel of getting to like re-listen to Janis Joplin and be like, wow, she's so great. But again, the first time I heard her, I was like, this is crazy, because it takes me 2 times or 3 times to really like something. So cool. I'm so glad. But that just brings to show that because that person didn't know that I'd already done this video, what you can do is, if you ever want to know, you can go to my channel and see how it's like videos, shorts, live, podcast, playlist, post, blah, blah, blah. You have to sometimes scroll over with this arrow. But when you do, like, let's say this was small, see how everything disappears. But if I scroll over, I get to the magnifying glass. You can search just within my channel here. So here, if you type Janis Joplin, this video comes up. So that's how you could have found it if you didn't know. If you were like, did Erica ever react to Janis Joplin? I wonder if general YouTube search would work. If I do Erica reacts Janis Joplin, it comes up for me. So I don't know if that's because I'm logged in, but I think it should. So just, you can use that, okay? If you're ever like, I'm going to request something, maybe Erica's done it already, just type tool. Here's all my tool reactions, okay? So you'll know if I've done it right here, okay? And then under membership, you can also see, even if you don't have membership, you can see what are the videos that are coming out, like on the queue. All of my membership only videos, oh my God, I have this many membership only videos? No. Half of these are out. Okay, that's like so not realistic, but hold on. Membership only videos. Yeah, I have 60 membership only videos apparently. So member shout outs. That's right. So that's crazy. Yeah, so that's how I keep it going. I just keep with members only. Oh, look, there's my personal little shorts I gave just to my members. And then I get show pictures and stuff sometimes. See, look, they got pictures. That's, yeah, I'm so honored. Like, I can't even tell you. I'm like, I can't believe it. And then like last night, one of my YouTube subscribers and members showed up to my gig in the Bay Area of my Grateful Dead cover band, and he got to meet me in person, and he was just like, it's her, like in person, you know what I mean? It's like, I guess because you guys watch me on your computers and your phones and your TVs, like it's almost like when you were watching TV, I used to watch like the news, right? So if I had seen a news anchor in person, I probably would have been really excited too. It's just so funny because I'm just like, I'm just some girl, I'm some woman, like, so it's just funny that it's like, Erica, you're the Erica from Erica Reacts. It's like, yeah, I am. But I'm still like, oh my God, is this my life? Like crazy. It's fun. I'm having a lot of fun, and I feel like I'm happy. When I first started this channel, I was like pretty depressed, and when I met Robert in person, he came out for a concert, and so we got to like have dinner together. He's one of my subscribers too, and he was one of my early subscribers, like back when and he helped me with the Grateful Dead and whatever. He even said, like when he met me, he's like, when I first watched your videos, you looked a little depressed. I could just tell you seemed depressed. He's like, but now you seem a lot happier. And I'd say, yeah, that's true. But part of that's just that I've been going to all these concerts and that I'm in a band now and I'm like, my whole life is music. And that's what I've always wanted my life to be. And that's what it is. Aside from the 7 fitness classes I teach a week, which I teach to music, but I do that because it's good for the body. You got to move the body, you got to move the mind, you got to have the music to nourish your soul. Okay, thank you so much. And this was, if some people might have not watched this because they thought, oh, I've already seen her react to Janis Joplin. No, you guys got a whole little extra little thing here. Okay, bye. I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much.